Hello everyone, welcome to my amazing waterlogged Riverland farm. Today's video is going to feature no repeating clips. So starting off right here where we left off on the 14th of spring, I have 33 very valuable strawberries waiting to grow and 4 crab pots at this point. By the end of this video, I hope to have a lot more crab pots than what you see now and hopefully a lot more gold than the 9,500 I currently have. In order to accomplish that, I need to level my fishing skill up one more time to level 10, so I'm off to the pond. And by pond, I mean lake by the mountain. If I can catch enough fish to hit level 10 by tomorrow, I am simply going to start buying crab pots from Willy. I believe they're 1,500 gold each, so I'll be able to buy at least a few and we'll see how much that gets me in return. Approximately halfway through my fishing day, 24 fish caught. Just before 10 PM, I've caught an even 40 fish, and I figure I should go back and water those strawberries I've been talking about, otherwise they won't be very profitable for me at all. Crop is watered, fish are in the bin, crab pots are baited. That concludes this day. My 40 fish were worth 3,700 gold. So my 40 fish yielded me about 3,700 gold. That seems to be about the average for the gold quality fish these days. About 100 gold per fish or just under. And my 4 crab pots have yielded me 3 crayfish and some garbage, and unfortunately overnight I did not level up my fishing skill. That's okay because I guesstimate it's only going to be another half day, maybe a full day of fishing to get to level 10, and then that's it, I've maxed out my level. So for today I'm going to spend a bit of time harvesting the salmon berries that have recently popped up, being that it's the 15th, they're a great source of energy. And right now I'm going to see Willy here and buy some more crab pots. And for a simple 12,000 gold I have bought 8 more pots. Before I run back and place those, I'm going to run around the forest to the south to hopefully find as many salmon berries as I can. 17 salmon berries so far, that's awesome, that's lots of energy. Now I'm going to place my next 8 crab pots. And this is what they all look like. Starting to get a fair sized group of them. I'm hoping they do give me fishing experience, I'm not really sure if they do or not. I suspect they do, as there's essentially 2 different skill paths you can follow when it comes to fishing. One is geared toward fishing for the fish themselves and the other is the crab pots. So I would imagine if you get experience from one skill line you should be able to get experience from the other, otherwise what's the point? So I'm just simply going to collect crab pots for a few days and do no actual fishing to see if I do level up to level 10. I should be fairly close now, so we'll see. Today I'm simply going to spend some time in the mines, collecting a few more resources. I still want to make some sprinklers, so that's a work in progress. Starting off, floor 20. Floor 21. If you ever want a quick way to get some bait from bug meat, simply come to levels 20 plus in the mine and wait for one of those foggy floors in which all the flying things start to appear, and simply kill them as they come toward you for lots and lots of bait. 11 PM, I've finally hit floor 25. That was a slow few levels, but I got lots of copper. 17, a little bit of coal, and lots of bug meat, which obviously turns into lots of bait. 40 bait in fact. Hopefully I won't actually need much of that if I can level up to level 10. Another day complete. My 3 crayfish I got are a simple 225 gold. And let's see what our new crab pots got us. An assortment of stuff, no crayfish unfortunately, which are the most expensive items you can get from them. One thing I hadn't considered, starting simply with strawberries, is the fact that my farming skill is still level 0 and won't level up until the strawberries are done. So that's a little bit of time between now and then and a lot of potential for crows. I unfortunately cannot make scarecrows until my farming skill levels up a bit, so I need to harvest some of those strawberries. Hopefully the crows don't get too many between now and the 23rd or the 21st, something like that. So today, since I got 4 periwinkles and 3 snails from my crab pots, I'm going to go sell them to Willy. At that point I will have over 1,500 gold and I can buy 1 more crab pot. Also, the resources from the mines yesterday got me enough to make 2 more crab pots if I cut down some wood, so I'm also going to do that today. There's my first crab pot, 1,500 gold. Now I just need to chop down about 40 wood. Already I've got 50 for wood and it's just after 11 AM, so that was quick. With the addition of my 3 new crab pots, I now have a total of 15. So at this point I'm simply gonna sleep for a few days, as that was kind of the idea with this farm, to see what the crab pots would give me. So for a few days I'm simply gonna get up, harvest the crab pots, water my crop, and go back to sleep. Again, fishing skill did not level up. Still not sure if the crab pots give fishing experience or not. We'll give it a few more days before I bother to cast any more lines. Here is what 15 crab pots gave me for the day. Largely junk, but a few valuable items. Semi-valuable, I should say. Everything's in the bin, crop is watered, so I'm quickly gonna see what my 15 crab pots got me for value today. Fishing skill did not level up again. 350 gold, pretty much for doing nothing. Gonna do the same thing again today, and I unfortunately lost another strawberry to the crows. I also forgot to bait my crab pots yesterday. I really need the ability to make a scarecrow at this point. If I'm losing one strawberry per day, I'm not gonna have many left by the end of the season in 10 days. 7:30 AM, bedtime. So today we can actually see what the crab pots give me. Lots of crayfish today. So if after today my fishing skill does not level up, I'm simply gonna have to catch some fish tomorrow because I don't want to continuously have to bait my crab pots. And another long day done. Morning of the 20th and another crow eats another strawberry. At least the crows are having a successful spring. And here's what my crab pots give me today. Time to go do a little more fishing for that much needed experience. Just like that, it is 3 PM. I've caught 19 fish and used up the last of my bait. And because I've used up the last of my bait, I'm simply gonna head back and go to bed in the hopes that that was enough to have maxed out my fishing level finally. And in case you're confused about the fact that I've used the last of my bait, yet I still have some here in my backpack, I meant I used up the last of my bait on my rod. And I didn't level up. But I did make some decent money. The crayfish and snails and periwinkle over several days, totaling just about 1,000 gold. The 21st of spring and my strawberries are ready to go. Luckily I've only lost 3 so far to the crows. So this is going to be pretty good. It's going to give me some much needed money. And another usual day for my crab pots, an assortment of stuff, nothing overly exciting. So instead of rebaiting my pots with my last 17 bait, I'm actually going to use this for fishing in the lake by the mountain. 1, because I can buy bait later for my pots, and 2, I would like to use this bait to hopefully try and catch the legend fish, which shows up on rainy days in this very pond. He lives in that log and is very hard to catch. So far on this rainy spring day, I'm catching nothing but silver quality fish all of a sudden. On all of the other days, I was catching gold quality fish. So I'm not sure if it's just a really bad luck day, or if the rain has an effect on that. If I had to guess right now, I would say it is a bad luck day, seeing as I have not hooked the legend fish yet either, and normally I would have by the middle of the day. So I would chalk it up to bad luck. I'm also out of bait, so I need to take a little detour down to Willie's and load up again. Then I think I'm just going to continue fishing in the mountain lake a little bit more. I at least want to hook the legend fish and catch a few more. And then, maybe, finally, I will hit level 10 fishing. It has to happen eventually. At least I think it does. I've bought another 50 bait so that I can keep fishing, and just in case I don't level up again, that I have bait for my crab pot, because I seem to continually be wrong about my leveling up. 2:20 PM and back to fishing. 5:30 PM and I'm on my way back to my farm. I've caught another 7 fish, I believe, and I'm pretty much just gonna head to bed and hope for the best, because clearly the legendary fish are not making an appearance for me today. But of course, I don't want to forget to bait my pots. So that's the end of the 21st day of spring. Let's see what money we made off strawberries and fish. My farming skill leveled up once, so there's my scarecrow, leveled up twice. Now I can make sprinklers, and my fishing skill still did not level up. On the bright side, 3,630 gold in strawberries, 2,200 in fish, totaling 5,834. So today my priorities are simple: make a scarecrow to protect these poor strawberries and do a little more fishing, as always with the hopes of gaining experience. It is always fairly hard to hit level 10 in any skill. The gap between 9 and 10 is far bigger than any of the other gaps. Lots of crayfish today, so that's actually not bad money. Now that things are watered and collected, once again I'm heading to the ocean to fish, and possibly buy more bait if I need to. I was really hoping to be past the whole bait thing at this point, but it's just not happening. Also, I'm gonna buy a few more crab pots today. 2:40 PM, I've caught 15 gold quality fish, all of which I'm going to sell to Willie, and buy a little more bait once again. and spend the remainder on crab pots. So there's another 6 easy crab pots. Now I just want to catch 5 or 6 more fish and then I'll make a scarecrow and that will be my day. 6 more fish and I'm headed home for the day. Fish are in the bin. All my crab pots are now placed and baited. That is what they look like. Now I need to cut down a few trees and gather some fiber. 9 p.m. and I place my first guardian of the strawberries. And with that, it's bedtime. And finally, level 10 fishing, what I've been working for all along so far. These are both interesting choices. They're both quite valuable to me. Either crab pots no longer produce junk or they no longer require bait. Of course, I'm going to go with Lure Master. Crab pots no longer require bait because I don't want to have to manually bait them every day because I'm lazy. And as you can see, if you get 5 crayfish, 2 snails, and 4 periwinkles, you get not a bad sum of gold. The more crab pots, the better, obviously. Now I'm more or less rolling, so I just need to wake up every day and collect some stuff, at least for now. And that was just a simple day of watering my strawberries and collecting my pots. 290 gold for that day. All I had to do was collect. And same thing today. That ends day 24. 555 gold for the day, a little bit better than yesterday. There's the numbers. The morning of the 25th, my strawberries are ready for their final spring harvest, which is cool because I don't need to water them anymore. And my crab pots have produced me a lot of crayfish today, so this should be the most valuable day yet. So let's find out. So my crab pots have got me 1,000 gold all by themselves, mostly in crayfish obviously, a little bit in the snails, and my strawberries, 3,780 gold. Mostly garbage today. And I'm gonna wait a few days before I throw anything in the bin. 27th and 28th, last day of spring. And what is 3 days worth of stuff worth? A modest 1,900 gold. Just like that, it is the first day of summer and things are starting to shape up. More crab pots obviously equals more money, if only a little bit at a time. And I still need to work on upgrading my tools and making some sprinklers and things of that nature. But in saying that, I'm gonna end this video here now that I'm all the way through spring. My impression of the Riverland farm so far with all this water, I don't really like it. It's a cool idea and really different layout, but there's just not a lot of room for farming or anything like that I normally do. And the fishing aspect of it so far isn't really worth it. I don't see the benefit. You can fish later into the evening because you're so close to your house, but there's more valuable fish to be caught elsewhere anyway, so not really sure what to make of this yet. I'll continue on my strategy though of valuable crops and making more crab pots and see where it leads. So as always, let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you all for watching.